Hey everybody, today we're talking about NATO Air Commander. Specifically, we're talking about the resolution cards, which are the heart of the game, in that, not that they pump blood, but in that they touch all the other parts of the game, and they're what make the game go. And so let's look at one of these cards. I'm going to flip it over here. And as you can see, the card has several different features. There's a number for resolving air interception, a number for ground defense, a number for resolving the attack of the bad guys. There's a reinforcement number for the Warsaw Pact and a reinforcement number for NATO. There is an event, which might come into play in the event phase. There's a card number, which might come into play when determining casualties if your mission fails. So this is the randomizer of the game. There's no die rolling. Every time you're trying to do something, you're going to compare the numbers you have to what comes up with the card. So to give you an example of this, we have a raid package over here. We have them on a close air support mission, a CAS mission. And we have our primary part of the mission, which is giving that close air support. And it's using its ground defense factor, that's that 5 there. It's going to be doubled with the PGM, so if the mission succeeds, it's going to have a total strength of 10, and it will end up doing 2 hits to the Warsaw Pact. But in order to get there first, we need to go through the air escort mission and the siege mission, which is going against Warsaw Pact air units and ground defenses. So to resolve the air support mission, we're going to flip over one of these cards. And we have an air intercept of 4. Now we have an air intercept factors total of 10, and these cards go from 0 to 10. So 10, we're pretty safe that it's going to succeed, and in this case it does. So now we go to the seed mission, and we have a factor of 9, the 5 and a 4. So as long as it's not like a 9 or a 10, we'll succeed with the mission. So let's flip over the card, and the ground defense is a 9. So that does not succeed. Now what we can do, because we have a pilot here, we can discard the pilot chit to flip another card. So let's see if we get something that's better than a 9 or a 10 there. We got a 10, so the mission still fails. So in this case, the mission's going to be aborted. You know, this isn't going to go through, but we're going to have to resolve casualties. So we're going to flip one more card, and we're going to look at the number at the bottom right corner of the card, and that number is going to correspond to the unit numbers here, and the unit whose number is closest to the number we flip over, they're going to take a casualty. If 2 units are both equally close to that number, then those 2 units will take that casualty in that raid package. So let's flip that over, and we have a 3, and we happen to have a unit that has a 3, so this is the guy that's going to be flipped over and take the loss. So this is a very quick way to resolve this. We're just comparing the factors to what we're flipping over on the cards. We're mostly using these 2 numbers in this case, but when we get to the attack resolve phase with the ground forces, we flip over a card for that, we flip over cards for reinforcements, and so on. And that, in a nutshell, is how the cards work. Is a very quick, very slick way to have these random factors, but you're still able to mitigate the randomness because you're really controlling what those probabilities are as far as what you have in each air mission. I mean, if you want, you can put enough units in one particular mission to make sure it succeeds, but in that case you have less units to go around. We might get into that more in another video though. So that, in a nutshell, is how the resolution cards work in NATO Air Commander.